Still on. No. I'm just imagining Vader's no right now.
Yeah.
No.
On to the real articles.
Okay, fine.
So, Florida approves conservative PragerU lessons for schools.
Yep. They're not a real university, but that's not going to stop their education system.
Yeah, well, I mean, this just kind of reinforces the rest of the world's belief that the Florida education system is fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing that I began this stream with you angry. I don't know if it is or not. We'll see. We'll find out. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. I don't know what this picture that they chose is.
That's Charlie Kirk.
Is that Charlie Kirk?
It looks like Charlie. I think that is Charlie Kirk.
What happened to his teeth?
The face is a bit big to be his.
What happened to his teeth?
I don't know.
What are those teeth?
Well, they're not punched enough, so.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so yeah, the big story, an unaccredited conservative nonprofit organization known for its anti-immigration theories and downplaying of systemic racism has been approved to provide classroom materials to Florida schools. That's like the whole story right there. Like, yeah, I couldn't have summed it up better myself. One of my favorite things is that PragerU will like jump on Twitter and Threads now. I'm on Threads too, by the way, just in case you can find me there at Vice Rhino. But yeah, so PragerU will jump on Twitter and be like, it's funny when people accuse us of pushing the, what's it called? Fundamentalist Christian agenda because we're Jewish. It's like, yeah, but you also host a bunch of fundamentalist Christians to provide talking points that are in line with the fundamentalist Christian agenda. So like, if it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck and swims like a duck, it might just be a duck.
PragerU is Christian when they need to be and Jewish when they need to be. Yeah, they're Christian when they're on the offense and they're Jewish when they're on the defense.
Yeah, because they need to be able to use the word Judeo-Christian.
Yep. This stuff gets me tired. It shouldn't get me tired because I'm used to it, but it just kind of does.
Yeah, so it's funny, you're not allowed to say gay in Florida schools. You can't teach people that gay people exist, but you can have a literal propaganda mill teaching whatever the fuck they want in classrooms that's explicitly religious.
Yeah. So my perception on this is maybe a little skewed because I already had this upbringing because I grew up in PCA. I got the Eric Hovind treatment growing up. So I've already been through this trauma, but since I have to cover PragerU so much on my channel, it makes it worse. It's like compounding it completely. So Holy Lazy Duck in my chat just went, you can't say gay because gay people are worse than Hitler, don't you know?
But I mean, would we say they're worse than Hitler if genocide's okay?
Oh, you're right. They're not worse than Hitler. Well, no, they're better. We support abortion, so we support the real good genocide.
I'm trying to like parse this together in my brain. I can't even comprehend the idea of thinking that being gay is worse than Hitler, even from the perspective of you don't think Hitler was bad. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense in my brain. Thank you. So.
I don't think the idea is for it to make sense. That feels like a cop-out answer, but let me
cop that out.
Fundamental. I mean, I'll try to cop that out real quick. But the more and more I cover right-wing things, it feels like the contradictions are not actually problems.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they're not actually
we'll get to some of that later.
Are not issues.
I got a Marsha Blackburn tweet that's gonna bring this subject up again.
Oh boy. But those contradictions seem to be baked into a lot of right-wing philosophies. One of the main ones is that if you are also Holy Lazy, it's like I was kidding. I know you were kidding. It's a joke. We get it was a joke. But simultaneously the idea that trans and gay people are the worst threat to society, but they also must be necessarily weak and impotent and unable to affect real change in the world.
Oh yeah, like Joe Biden is a doddering old fool, but he's also so in control of everything that happens that he's able to do everything that is bad.
Yeah, it's so on the one hand, I understand the idea that these types of
Senchini says gays are worse than Hitler. Was Hitler a bad boy?
Oh my god.
I was okay.
What's up?
I was actually discussing this with my partner yesterday, that apparently Hitler was into scat play. I forget how it came up, but it's funny in this context. So that was a relevant discussion.
I guess it was.
He liked Ava Braun to shit on his chest. What can I say? And
neat. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Twit Tweets. This one's going to be demonetized.
Most of my videos get demonetized automatically now. Just getting used to it. But
I've somehow escaped that most of mine are fine. Like even the ones with you.
I used to be able to escape it. I used to be able to escape it, and I think I'm fairly certain the algorithm, once it catches you as not good for advertisers for a while, it puts you in like a red zone where they auto demonetize more often than not.
Yeah,
because I've fluctuated in and out of that before. But the contradiction thing I was trying to point out, we point out these contradictions all the time, and that can certainly unseat people who find themselves conservative because like their parents were conservative or they haven't thought about it too much, and they start thinking on it and realizing, oh, these are contradictions. The thing is, though, I'm fairly certain to the thought leaders like Dennis Prager and Ben Shapiro and all of them, I'm almost 100% certain that all of those contradictions are on purpose. They are baked in and they know it.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah, relevant, we should mention here that this does come immediately on the heels of Ron DeSantis. What was it?
The Nazi video?
No, I wasn't even going to mention that. Yeah, no, okay, so yeah, he had a Nazi video. He fired the staffer, but like, he hired a Nazi. The staffer actually, I don't know if you saw, but the staffer that retweeted it, like they did it in a way that made it look like they didn't make it, that they were just retweeting someone else's thing, but it turns out that they actually made it.
Oh.
So, No. This comes on the heels of them saying, of like pushing a curriculum where saying, oh, slavery was good for black people because it taught them valuable life skills like blacksmithing.
Slavery was actually trade school, I guess?
Yeah. So
Matt Walsh has gone on record multiple times to say that slavery was an objective good for black people in America.
Well, Matt Walsh is a piece of shit.
Yes, he is, but he's also a thought leader.
J.K. Rowling complimented him.
Of course she did, because she's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Okay. Now that we're all depressed.
Oh, now we are.
Yeah, no, we've been depressed since my Twix or Kit Kat bite.